Hello everyone. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello everyone. This is Hazel. Hi Valeria. Yeah, this is Hazel from the design team member for Oakwood. I hope you all are doing good and welcome back today to my video today. Here I will be doing a canvas, a mixed media canvas, where I will be using this canvas and then a sheet of a scrapbook page, that is the Majestic Blooms. Then I will be using a Transfer Me, a part of a Transfer Me, that is Happiness, and a few stamps, that is Cogs. This is a stencil which I will be using. This is designed by Oakwood. Then this is the stamp, that is a Mechanical Garden. Hi Sarah. And this is a chain stencil. I will be also using the mixed media paste and the lovely Oakwood pearl drops. These are the shades which I will be using, and an embossing powder from Stampendious, which are all available on our website. Hi Martin. So we shall start. Here I will use the mixed media glue and I will stick this base to the canvas. You can use the Oakwood glue also, like I can show you that. Here is the Oakwood glue, and you could just use this and spread over the canvas. And then I will stick the scrapbook page. This glue will dry transparent even if you use over the scrapbook page. You could also give a little glue over the sheet so that it sticks very permanently. and give it a nice press. Just give it a nice press to stick. If you find the glue is a little less here, you can still apply and let it stick on the sides. Now I will just apply this glue a little bit over the sheet also. So that will give a little texture as well as it will protect your scrapbook paper. So this gives a little transparent look, but when you're spreading the glue, see that you spread it in one direction only. Sorry. I'm applying this glue to just keep the paper strong, as well as it will increase the shine to this paper also. Okay. Now here there is a bit of an extra paper which you could just cut it out or leave it below the canvas like this. So I will just stick this up. Okay, and I'll give a quick dry to this. Hi Natasha, how are you doing? Now, as I said, I will be using a small part of this Happiness Transfer Me sheet from Oakwood Direct. And I'll just transfer, because I wanted just the bee over here. So I will just transfer this and create a scene over here, right? So I will use I'm using water with a sponge, and I will just dab this Transfer Me over the paper. so that this sticks to the sheet here. Right? And now you can just press the sides a little. Okay, I'll just give a wipe it with a dry cloth so that you can work. Because if you use the heat gun over this, over the transfer, this can give a little bit of a crease. Okay. So I will be using a dry cloth and just dabbing the transfer over the canvas. Now again, you can apply the glue over this so that it gets fixed, because this glue will dry very transparent for you. Okay. So now I will use our lovely stencils. Here I will be using the cork stencil first. And I'll give a little bit of an effect of the corks. Here I'm using the mixed media paste that is from Oakwood. And using my palette knife, I will just give a light texture with this. Do not give a very thick layer. You can just give a thin layer to go with your texture. This mixed media paste it's a 2-in-1. That's with gesso and the modeling paste. So this gives a nice effect when you are working with your stencils. And it dries also very quickly. I hope it turns out nice. Now here I am just covering this joint what I am doing. So I'll just create this scene here. And again I'll give a quick dry over this. Thanks, Natasha. Now when I'm using the next stencil, I will not use the modeling paste, but I will use the archival ink or the VersaFine ink to give this effect. Give a slight brush effect here. So that will give you a little bit of a I hope you can see. Now here I will use a little bit of a cog and stencil this out using my brush. And here I am taking the Lindy Starburst color, that is the beaver tail brown, and I'll give a little bit of an ink effect here. I am just applying over the embossed the clay, the modeling paste, so that the cogs will be visible. And I'll spray a little bit of a water over this. And just strip your canvas to one side. I do not want to spoil this picture, so I am trying to turn it only to my right and spread the color. Now you can take your wet tissue and wipe out wherever you don't require. Just to give an uneven shape to it. And then I will give a quick dry. Now you can see how the clay which I used for the stencil is being visible because of the dark shade. I also had this lovely wordings over here which says, deep in their roots all flowers keep the light. So I thought it would go very well with the page itself and the cogs, as well as I will be stamping the butterfly. Now I will take a little dry tissue and I'll dab the extra water over the cogs, just picking them up. Here I am using a dye ink pad, that is coffee, which I will be shading with this. I will just shade the sides. So before I stamp, I'll just give this shade to the canvas all over. Hi Stacy, how are you? I am just trying to blend this color with my page. Okay, now I'll be using the lovely stamp that is a mechanical insect stamp, and I will stamp the butterfly from this. Now when you're working on a canvas, either you can place a little hard base below your canvas so your stamp can be stamped and it doesn't go down. So I will just hold this base below it so I can stamp my image. I think I'll go here. Right here. And I will just stamp this out. I'll just re-stamp it. Yeah. Okay. And then you could use again from the same stamp. I will be using this stamp to stamp my image. Again, I'm using the VersaFine Clair. And I'll stamp it here. Now here again, I will place that board so I get a firm base to do my stamping. I hope you can see. Is it visible? Just a minute. Give it a quick press. Yeah. Now I'll use this lovely chain which comes in the stamp. And I'll hang it here in this way. You can twist and turn this. I will show it's attached to the cork. And I'll use an acrylic black to give some sprinkles, some splatters to it. Now here I will be using this white, this not. Okay, I will use a little bit of a Versamark to use the embossing powder. So just a little bit of a sprinkle over this. You could use a dry brush and just give a fall to this. And now I'll use my heat gun. I'm just giving a depth with the color. And I'm applying it with my brush. So So you can use these lovely stamps and the stencils on your canvas to create a nice mixed media canvas. I hope it's visible to you all. Okay. Now last I will use these beautiful pearl drops. First I will use the wax. And then I will end it by using the pearl drops. So I'm using a gold wax just to enhance the canvas. Very lightly you go over the design, which the cogs which I used, the clay, the paste, the modeling paste, in a very light way. Do not press it too hard. I love using the wax because it really gives you a rich look to your canvas. Thanks, Sarah. Happy you liked it. So you can just give little on the sides also, so it will cover up your canvas and it will give a very equivalent look to all sides. Now I'll use the pearl drops. Here I'm taking the white one, that is the Oakwood pearl drop, and I'll just give it at some place and leave it to dry. You can randomly give it everywhere you require. And I'll use the yellow one too. Since the shades are all matching my picture over the canvas, so I'm using all the 3 shades. So now I will take the yellow one and I'll give those shades here. Give a nice shake to it before you use it. Now these I will use between the flowers, so this will look very real as the centers of your flowers. I hope you can see the canvas. Yeah, they are really very beautiful. The pearl drops, when they dry, they really look very transparent and beautiful on your projects. Whether it's a card, a canvas, or anything. Like even if you make a journal page, it looks pretty. Even if you make a card, it will look very pretty. And here we are done with the canvas. You can avail the 10% off using the Hazel 10 code to purchase your products from Oakwood Direct. Go to the website and check it out. All the products are there and you can use the code Hazel 10 for your 10% discount. I hope you all enjoyed and thank you for joining. Bye. See you next time.